Nessa Off Air QUICKIE. We are back to quickly cover different topics that we're seeing and we want to talk about, okay? So make sure, please, if you like what we're doing, even if you don't like it, but you just want to keep tabs on us, right? Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications for our page, because that is the way to let the algorithm know that you like what we're doing or you hate what we're doing, but you just like to monitor what we're doing. Either way, please do that. Let's beat the algorithm. And we care. We do this because we want to have a conversation with you, okay? All right, so here we go. Nessa Off Air QUICKIE. I want to talk about this. Kim Kardashian can do drugs, but she's choosing not to. Okay, let me explain with what I'm saying. So there was an episode on their show called The Kardashians where it's clear as day that Kim is sick and tired of people shaming her for working so much. So Kim said, let me pull up this quote because I definitely don't want to use that footage because they'll probably flag us. So Kim said, people are like, why do you work so much? Wait, should I try to do it like in her voice? Why do you work so much? That's my vice.
Stop.
What else do you want me to be doing? Do you want me to be doing drugs? Okay, I'm not doing justice. Listen, I got love for Kim. But anyway, she goes on to say, if I'm addicted to working and being busy, I don't think that's the worst thing. How about let me do what I want to do? You do you and I'll do me. I agree. I've lived this. I have experienced this. It's like, listen, I am addicted to my work. I've loved my work. It was my first child. It is what I enjoy doing so much. So when people complain about me working so much, it gets frustrating because it's like, well, what else do you want me to be doing? Now it's a little bit different because I'm a mom, right? So it's like, yeah, I probably could be spending more time with baby Cap, absolutely. But also baby Cap doesn't want to be around me day and night. Baby Cap wants to go to the park and experience friends, and I want that for baby Cap. You know what? Side quick tangent, Katrina. Who knows how true this is because we don't know. But there's some more informed pages online, right, on Instagram, where they're talking about what it means to be a parent and how can you tell if you're doing a good job. What does that look like? And the pages were saying basically you are raising your child so that they can go on in life without you, so that they can move on without you, so that they can make decisions on their own without you. You're raising them to let them out into the world.
That makes me so sad.
I know. It's sad because we love our baby and we don't want our babies to leave because, you know, we love it all. However, so I try to be mindful not to be the overbearing mother. Because I know I can be. Absolutely. So that's why I need hey, I'm going to work. Let baby Cap, you got to go do something. Right? So before I was a mom, I still would hear this all the time. And I felt like a lot of people try to guilt trip me into working as far as why do I work so much. And it really, honestly, I don't think I've ever said it. It used to really hurt my feelings because how I took that is that, why don't you want me happy? This is what makes me happy. I love achieving dreams. I love sharing it. I love seeing people come along. I love people winning on their own. But I love that. And it hurt my feelings because it's like, why do you not want me to feel great about what I'm achieving?
That's right.
If this is what makes me happy, can't you be happy for me? Why do you want to take me away from that?
No, you're right. You know, as I got older, I started realizing that everyone has different forms of what makes them happy. You know what I mean? Like for you like to work. So, you know, when we're younger or we're more naive, you're like, hey, come on, come have fun with me. Come drink with me. Come do this with me. Come party with me. It doesn't have to be drink. Come go to the park with me. Come play basketball with me. It's almost as simple as that. Like, if you don't like basketball, but I find it fun, that doesn't mean that you coming to play with me is going to be fun for you. So it's just that. So it's exactly that. Like, you like work. Work to you is fun. I like doing something else that's not work. I like, missing deadlines apparently, but those things aren't fun.
You got till a couple days.
Okay. I brought it up. But I'm just saying, like, people need to realize that if someone wants to work and that's what they find fun, let them be. As I got older, I'm a big fan of let them be. You start realizing like, hey, just because I find it fun doesn't mean they find it fun. So I'm trying to raise Amara with the, hey man, do you. Like, that's not your problem. Mind your business. If that's what they like, let them like it. Obviously, if it's not harming them, like, let them do what they do. Just because, you know, they don't want to play the game the way you want to play it, or they don't want to come play with the game you're playing, it's all good. And, you know, it's funny. I read this quote from Keanu Reeves, which I thought was perfect. Like,
is it real or do we know it could be fake? Let's just preface that because we don't know if it's real.
Okay, but everyone has quoted him as saying this. I'm at this stage in life where I stay out of arguments. Even if you say 1 + 1 = 5, you're right. Have fun. Like, that's where he's at. And that's where I'm at. Like, I'm so done with trying to convince people otherwise. Like, obviously, it's still a part of me because I like being right. It's still a part of me be like, nah. And I like playing games and I like competing. But there's still a part of me that's like, bro, you got it. That's right. Oh, you're right. And I noticed that a lot with you because I tried to look toward you to get an answer just to see what you're going to say. And you're like, yeah, whatever, Katrina, you got it. You're right.
Whatever you want to do. You like it. I love it.
I've seen you concede a lot lately because of your maturity, I guess.
And a lack of energy.
You know, that's
and the lack of energy. To be honest, it's like, listen, at my big age, where I'm at in my life, you got it. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's not going to keep me up at night.
Right.
Doesn't mean that I don't appreciate what you have to say and I don't respect it. It's just, what do you want me to do with it?
Right. What do you want me to do with this information?
Because clearly nothing I'm going to do, let's be honest, right, is going to change how somebody feels about me. Because that's how they feel, right? And that's something I think I've also told you in one of our gazillion arguments, Katrina, that, which we haven't gotten into in a while, which is crazy. Because I think you learned that, like I've always said, hey, I have and I continue to evolve. I'm not a healed person. I'm a healing person because that is true to who I am. I'm always going to be a student of life. I'm always learning. I'm always evolving. And I'm so proud of that, right? And I remember telling you, you keep putting me in a box of who I used to be. By the way, I'm not going to crap all over myself. I'm a great person, right? I have improved substantially. But the immaturities that I may have done at a younger age, I'm not there. So you keep pinning me in this box. You're only hurting yourself because I'm past that point. So you're debating a ghost. You're not debating who I am today. And so because you're debating a ghost, I won't engage in it. I've learned that I just move on. And to be honest, I like Kim for saying this 100%. I think she's so successful with the businesses that she's made. I understand people try to knock her because of how her success started off, right? Which, listen, regardless of what it was, we live in a patriarchal society. Anytime a woman is sexualized or uses her, sexuality, it is always going to backfire. That's just the game. That's just the kind of society we live in because women are always looked down upon. So nonetheless, for me, I'm not going to knock her on that. Maybe younger me, I probably would have teased that idea like, well, how did you really do it? Whatever. But me, grown now, I can really understand where she's coming from. I like it. I actually think Kim and I would be great friends. I just wouldn't do the activities that she does because it's like a little too overbearing for me, like constantly in front of the cameras. But I think when it comes to working hard and achieving your dreams and manifesting everything, I think I would have a great conversation with her. Some things I agree, some things I don't agree with. Some things she's done that I felt have been problematic, and some things I think she's done a phenomenal job with. But that's humans.
Right. And
to discredit the complexities behind humans, I think is a really scary place to be when we think and expect people to be perfect. I mean, it's problematic. It's problematic. It's a standard we can never live up to, especially on top of it when you apply it to women. Standards that we will never, ever achieve. Perfection is not something we're ever going to achieve. But anyways, that's my rant. I haven't watched the show The Kardashians.
Me neither.
So I don't know enough. I tried to watch it initially when it first got onto Hulu, but I haven't kept up with it. But this clip went viral a little bit, and I love it. It's like, okay, so I work too much. What would you rather me be doing? You want me to go do drugs?
Right.
What else? What do you want from me? But
right.
I could be like Katrina and hate on the basketball player Rudy Gobert, who clearly Katrina hates. Go ahead, let it off, Katrina. This is all
I don't like him. This is probably the 5th episode that we've done where I'm going to again say that I don't like Rudy Gobert for
Why
a
does
multitude
everyone
of reasons.
not like him?
Because he was the guy that at the beginning of COVID, right before the NBA shut down, he was the guy that touched every microphone because he thought it was going to be cute, not knowing how serious COVID was. He's also the guy that be talking cute about things like he goes back and forth with Draymond. He goes back and forth with people. He be talking crap and doing this and that. And like, bro, you're a baby. You're a baby on the court. Okay, listen. He's won 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, right? This is an award that's handed out yearly. He's good. So it's an award that's handed out yearly. He's won 4. That's tied the most ever that anyone's ever won. 4 of these. He's won 4. So I think he does not deserve it. And there's been so many instances why. And I'll point to the most recent one. In Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, Minnesota Timberwolves, the team that Rudy Gobert plays for, is playing the Dallas Mavericks, right? They're currently in the series. Game 3, the ball, the last second, Luka Doncic's hand. So he has the ball, right?
Okay.
Rudy Gobert is on him. So they switch out. He ends up on Luka at the top, right? Luka does a couple moves. Rudy gets lost. Boom. 3-pointer in his face. Luka's cussing at him. He's all, shut up. You can't guard me. Like he's talking so
he can't guard him. Right. Okay.
He cannot guard him. But mind you, not just that, he's the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, that doesn't mean you have to guard him, but this is a series of examples of him not being able to guard one-on-one. Like, bro, you're the Defensive Player of the Year. To me, that means you should be able to hold your own one-on-one against any position, right? He's a kind of slack off help defender. He's going to guard. He's going to need somebody to help him guard somebody. He's going to go below a screen when he should be fighting through the screen. There's so many different things that he does on top of bitch and complain that make me not like him. What? It's true. On top of, he really was going back and forth with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. And I'm a Warrior fan, so I'm not with it. So he's the one reason that I do not want the Minnesota Timberwolves to win, even though I like Anthony Edwards. I like him a lot. I would love him to win, but not with Rudy. Rudy's a clown. I don't like him. He is just, I'm not the only one that doesn't like him because apparently Gilbert Arenas, the former basketball players, he played for the Warriors at one time. He played for the Wizards. He has a show called Gil's Arena. He hopped on his show and he says, let me see what they said because I wrote it down because I totally agree with him.
Because he can say some really
I'll say
off
it.
the
He
wall
says,
things.
I don't need you to be a great help side defender. That trophy says Defensive Player of the Year, not help side defender. That's all inclusive. If they take you out of the game, you should give your trophies back. So that means he was a defensive liability in the game and they had to take him out. Which means, how can you be the Defensive Player of the Year if they're not even putting you into guard, bro?
Okay, wait. So I'm just as an innocent bystander who's not as invested as you or as clearly Gilbert Arenas, but is that his fault that he keeps getting this trophy as a Defensive Player of the Year? I mean, who's the one?
His fault? Like, people keep voting him. Yeah, no, people keep voting him. So
who are the people that are
journalists?
voting?
It's journalists. There's people that are on a panel. Yeah, and they keep voting him as number one.
Are they hiding? Are they hiding? Because we know a lot of panels.
No.
Are they
shows
publicly?
Who they are.
Okay, so let them take back what
they're all
done.
clowns. Why are y'all voting him number one for Defensive Player of the Year? Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real. He's not it. And they just won, actually, the game last night. I just watched Minnesota Timberwolves. I was so excited that the Dallas Mavericks might sweep them. But here come the Minnesota Timberwolves. They decided to play a game, and they won. They won one. So right now the count is 3-1. And basically, whoever wins 4 games goes to the championship, and they're going to play the Boston Celtics, who are already there waiting for them because they swept the Pacers, who were the team that beat the Knicks. If you were just going to get swept, you should have just went home and went to Cancun earlier and let the Knicks play.
Facts.
Like, what's going on? Anyway, I do ultimately believe it's going to be the Mavericks versus the Celtics, and it's going to be a good game, although I do want the Mavericks to win. So we'll see what happens. Rudy Gobert, hopefully by the next game, they lose and he's on his way back to Cancun or whatever vacation you're going to take at the end of the year. Like you've done every other year.
I want him on the show so you could have a conversation with him. I mean, you despise him.
I don't like
him.
But
it feels like everybody
I'm not the only
is.
one that doesn't like him. Everybody doesn't like him. Draymond Green is very clear that he does not like him.
But Draymond can be a lot at times with
Draymond
his
be talking
feedback.
A lot of crap.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, I'm a fan of like trash talking all day, but
Nessa,
go ahead, let it out.
I was just gonna say, Nessa, can I say, not that I'm checking and not that I wanted to bring this up, but Caitlin Clark scored 30 points her last game. Just wanted to let you know because we've been sending each other stats and memes ever since our last conversation about Caitlin.
Hopefully, the team won.
Still losing, bro. They're 1-7. They are 1-7. Now they'll figure it out. Caitlin's gonna figure it out, but. Everyone that's saying she's doing whack, she's not doing whack. She's doing fine. She's doing just fine. However, it is a team sport and her team is losing.
Here's the thing. Nobody is saying that she can't ball. We all
People
know
are saying
she can
she's whack, that she's not doing well. She's not who they thought she was. Like,
okay,
bro,
that's a little sauce. That's a little hate sauce, right? For sure. But
there's a lot of
ultimately what it is that the media plays a big part in how Caitlin has been portrayed, but we also have to look at, how she's carried herself. I told you, I'm not a fan of the crying, the whining on the court. That's me personally. It takes away from me enjoying her play. Like, I don't want to see you just, call the foul. But a
lot of people do that, Nessa.
But it just seems like, which you admit, and people can look back at previous episodes, it just feels like she does it a bit more than other players. So there's something about tasteful complaining. I'm not mad at that, but it's something about her constantly. It just feels like constantly, every time I see her, there's an issue. Bro, it's life. Like, get up. It's cool. Ball. You got 30 points your last game. Wonderful. I love that energy for you.
Right.
That's amazing. But I'm sure she complained a lot during it at some point. Like, I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
And I think also, like I said, the journalist, the media has played a big part in why people are annoyed with her. I think the over expectations of what she's going to do first entering the WNBA, I think that's backfiring on her. I think how she's carried herself, backfiring. And then I think ultimately the media not highlighting all the great players before Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA currently is the issue, right? Just highlight all the great players. They're great players across the board. Highlight them. It's okay.
So there's actually a game coming up on Saturday that I'm really excited about. It's Chicago Sky is going to play Indiana Fever, and Angel Reese is on Chicago Sky. Woo! And Indiana Fever has Caitlin Clark. And remember,
let's go, Angel.
they've played each other a couple times now and have gone back and forth. So now they get to play each other as pros.
Go,
and
Angel,
what's exciting
Angel, go.
is the other rookie from Chicago Sky, Camila Cardoso, who was the number 3 draft pick.
By the way,
yes,
she is part of Kim Kardashian's Skims campaign. I just saw that.
Camila is?
Get your bag. Get your
not
bag.
Cameron? Are you Camila, not Cameron Brink?
Look it up, and then apologize to me. Let's do it.
Skims Camila Cardoso. Yeah, Camila Cardoso is now under Kim Kardashian's influence as she melts fans by wearing Skims underwear.
Apologize to me.
Go ahead, Camila. So, I mean, like you said, Kim's getting her bag. Skims is the sponsor for WNBA and NBA. So there are ads with all of them. But anyway, she's going to finally come back.
Kim, send us a box.
Yeah,
we're not
Kim,
going to ask you to
Skims.
endorse us yet, but please send us.
I need some Skims too. But anyway, Camilla's finally going to come back on Saturday because she's been injured. So she hasn't even played a regular season game yet. So her and Angel are going to play together finally, and it's going to be against Caitlin. So Saturday is going to be a good game. And Nessa, I don't know if you know, there's a lot of tea in the WNBA. It's funny because there was a tweet like kind of telling people that if they haven't been in the, in the know of the tea, you can't really talk about it. There's like a lot of tea with relationships and people that play together that are in relationships but are beefing now. It's
like dating.
It's a lot
like
going
people were
on.
Dating?
Yes, there was
Ooh, I
one
hate it.
in particular. So okay, imagine you're in this position, right? So your teammate, right? She goes to the hole. She gets fouled hard by your ex-girlfriend, right? By your ex, right? So she gets fouled hard by the ex. Your teammate jumps up, starts talking smack to the ex like, yo,
that's right.
Be cool. You don't have to foul me like that. You push your teammate away from your ex who was on the other team.
Nah, I'm going to have my teammates back because the ex is an ex for a reason.
Nope.
Wait, when did this happen? Who did this happen with?
A few games ago. Let me get their names. But apparently people don't like outsiders talking about relationship tea in the WNBA. Hold on. I know her.
Wow.
I know who she is too because she her face is always so perfectly beat during the game. I'm like, how do you get the makeup to stay on?
I mean, we can't even look right now. We're not playing or doing anything. Can you imagine?
So it was Dejanay Carrington. She plays for the Connecticut Suns. Mm-hmm. And basically she was playing Caitlin's team, the Indiana Fever. Mm-hmm. And she blocked Erica Wheeler, who is on the Indiana Fever. She blocked her hard. Dejanay blocked her hard, right? Now, Dejanay's ex-girlfriend, Nalissa Smith, who plays for the Indiana Fever, pushed Erica away when Erica was trying to talk smack back to Dejanay like, bro, that was a hard foul. And Nalissa pushed her away. And then, I mean, this is all very public because later Dejanay writes a tweet and goes, something about, hold on, it's about their matching shoes because they were wearing matching shoes. Her and her ex were wearing matching shoes. So she says something to the effect of, we go together like we're always going to be together. Our shoes match. She wrote,
loyalty.
She wrote, if we are in matching shoes, ain't no breaking up. So she wrote that in response to everyone blowing a gasket off of the girl pushing her teammate away versus pushing the opponent away.
Wow.
There's a lot of tea.
I'm not going to say. I could create so many shows around this, but I'm not going to say. People are going to steal it like they've done before and go sell it to networks. But
well, there's this girl on Twitter who was like, kind of recapping and talking about the tea. And they're like, don't talk about the tea. You just got here. You got here 5 minutes ago. Like, you're now impacting people's lives and this and that. But it's like everyone at some point, when you get to a point, people try to get nosy and all up in your business. So
it's called American entertainment.
It comes.
When has it ever been us enjoying art for just art and not enjoying everything else that comes with it? Come on. But yeah, I get it.
Anyway.
Well, I do want to wrap this up really quick, Katrina, other than the fact that you hate Rudy Gobert.
Hate Rudy Gobert. Still love the WNBA. Excited for Saturday's game. Yeah. Still love Paige Beckers and Juju Watkins.
Yeah. Okay. Really quick before we wrap up. It's so perfect. I don't know if Colin was listening to our conversation or not, but he sent me this meme during our conversation. It's funny. Kobe Bryant's in this meme, right? And the sentiment of it is that we're never, ever satisfied with what our men do around the house. Okay. So the meme says, when you cleaned the house and did the laundry, but forgot to take out the trash, my wife, and it's of Kobe's press conference saying that
job's not finished.
Job's not finished. Kobe's saying that. Wait, this is.
Are you not happy?
So the wife responds like this.
Happy or still to be happy about? Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Showing Kobe being, disgruntled in this press
that's
conference because the job's not done. So basically, Colin is saying that I'm the disgruntled wife who's saying the job's not done.
So and he can do 12 chores.
Because here's the thing. I think Colin, I'm just going to hurt his feelings. I think it's the first time I've seen Colin move boxes and everything else, unpacking and organizing, I've ever seen him do. How long have we been together, Katrina? 9 years? in the 9 years we've been together. Literally, in these past 2 weeks, Colin has stepped it up because I've been complaining like a raging bitch. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I need you to help out a little bit. I can't take it right now because it's a lot. To be honest, a lot around the house. Like, fix the light bulb. Like, do this. Replace the batteries on the goddamn sensor because it keeps going off, right? Because I'm tired of doing everything, right? Just little things like that. So I was bitching and complaining to him, and so he's really been helping out a lot. So literally, now he sends me this meme as if he's been doing it our entire relationship. Colin, come on. Congratulations.
I mean, he did.
You moved a couple boxes for the first time ever.
Nessa, after the gala where he was honored by the Gordon Parks Foundation, we all went back to the house. You weren't there because you were taking care of a baby Cap.
Yeah.
And basically, this was like midnight. Him and Tone are moving boxes out of the hallway into the storage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Midnight.
That's what I'm talking about. He got
after
sick
a gala.
and tired of hearing my mouth constantly complain.
Bro,
but
and
now that
so
he's done
tired.
this, now that he's done this, like, you know, it's like, I think he wants a trophy.
So what? Are you gonna get him a trophy?
Give him a trophy?
Like,
I think for Father's Day.
Oh yeah, Father. He's just doing it so you give him a gift. Since he didn't give you a gift, are you still gonna give him a gift?
Of course. I love Colin.
you are.
I love teasing him. I think it's the funniest thing that he sent me this meme because this is really probably how he feels. And I think it's hilarious. You know what's so funny?
Man.
You get in a relationship and you've been with someone for such a long time. You really enjoy the humor when they tease you. And for me, him poking fun at me because it's never enough because I'm always finding something to do. He is absolutely correct. I am annoying. I am exhausting. I mean, Katrina, you know, I just channel it through work with you.
Yeah.
I mean, other than you never ever meeting the deadlines.
Don't say never ever, Nessa.
A handful
That's
you've
rude.
ever met it. Like you'll give me a good month.
Nessa,
A good
I meet
month.
the deadline. Nessa, I meet the deadline every day from your show on Hot 97, Monday through Friday from 3
You're
to
right.
7 p.m. I meet that deadline every single
Every day. Every day.
Every day. You are on the
But-
radio 3 to 7. And guess what?
Absolutely.
You're never off the radio.
That's
so
right.
that is a deadline that gets met every day.
Every day. But that's not
Every day.
that's just not the only part of the job. But I absolutely appreciate and really love you for that. However,
Whatever.
you should know how I channel myself.
Send me
imagine
that
it.
meme so I can send it
Colin-
back to you.
Hold on. Can you just look at it? Can you just look at it while I'm on the phone and see if this is...
Yeah, I know.
I laugh so hard because it's it's so true.
I just want you to
It's
send it to me
so-
so I can send it back to you, bro.
It's so spot on of who I am.
Job's not finished. I know it is, and it's pretty damn annoying.
The job's not done.
It's
never
annoying.
done. Did you look at it?
I did. You played it just now. I don't need to look at it. You know, I watch videos on Instagram with the sound off. I don't watch any sound.
Okay, well, Katrina, can we go back really quick? That's because you're a mom now. You don't want to annoy your daughter, Mara. But don't act like I'm the only one getting annoyed. I know you got annoyed with your partner, Tone, because he was supposed to pack the damn luggage, and he didn't for your guys' road trip. But you know what you've had now in life? Experience. You know what? You have wisdom, and you also don't have any energy
Yeah,
to
I don't.
engage.
You know what, though? He
You don't.
apologized. I apologized because, you know, a
Good.
couple times I checked him. I'm like, hey, you're being really negative right now. I told him, but I had to check him a couple times because he kept being, like, smart. He kept saying smart. So I was like, hey.
What do you mean about, like, you not packing up?
No, just being real negative, like, oh, it's not going to fit. Oh, we should have done this. We should have done that. It's like, bro.
Got it. In general, just being
I get it. You're upset. This is not, you know, we're doing everything at the last minute. We're
Right.
trying to fit all this stuff in. This is happening. That's happening. Like, luckily we don't have to take a flight, so we can leave at our own time. But
Right.
you know, it's just a lot, and he's just getting really upset.
He's annoyed.
Because
He's
He's
annoyed.
annoyed. He's
Right.
annoyed, and I'm
It's
like,
dad life.
After
It's dad
one or
life.
two, three comments, I was like, hey, listen, I'm not giving you any negative energy. I'm actually not mad at all. So I'm trying to be really patient, but you're really negative right now.
Yeah.
And then
He
and
stopped.
then he just He had a little more here and there, but I just let it. I was actually in a very calm, fine place. So he's lucky
Wisdom.
because we really could have banged
Gone.
it out, and I
Yeah,
would have had
yeah.
no problem with it. So later, I think when we finally arrived to where we were going, just a cute little staycation for the 3-day weekend, he was like, "Hey, sorry, I was being negative." I was like, "Yeah," and I could. You're lucky I was in a very calm space, because if not, the beginning of the trip would have been really bad.
Right.
'Cause I got no problem running my mouth back. Like, clearly,
Oh, we know.
we
heard.
all know. Fuck
Yes.
Rudy Gobert.
Thank you for tuning in to another Nessa Off Air Quickie episode. Remember, please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for our page, because this tells the algorithm that you enjoy what we're doing and you want more of it. And for the people who don't like us, still lets the algorithm know that you're monitoring us, which helps you hate on us even more as we put out more content. Okay? Please. Anyways, until the next time, we love you. Be safe.